Alright, welcome back to Folktale Timberborn Meadow 7575 Update 7. Alright, so, and I don't know why I sung that last part, that was a little weird. I do agree with that. I do apologize. So, we once again are finding ourselves, I know I left it this way, but it seems like all of my factions and all of my beavers I leave in the most wonderful ways. As far as we are needing water. We have grilled potatoes. We're doing pretty, I wouldn't say we're doing the best on food, but we're not doing too shabby. I can live with that. So I haven't added anything. We're just kind of trying to get through these 7 days right now as far as anything else is concerned, just because, well, we have no water. We're pumping very slowly. I might as well get all of this going because we got the beavers and we need water. We're kind of at 1,000. We have 100 beavers, 2 a day. For 6 days. It's kind of looking a little bleak. I might end up, I don't know if I can drain this or if it'll just get caught here. That's kind of, I was looking at that before the I started recording this video, so we do have a little bit of a hiccup there. We are also at this current point in time, we should be using, okay, so we have this going, so there's no need to use the batteries yet, which is great. And we are chugging right along on this. If we can get them to build out these next two things, then we can start coming at it both ways, which I would assume would be good news. I'm not really quite sure. Anyway, with that being said, I've had ideas of what we could do next, and that's not the way I want to go. Alright, so we have enough to get this. No, wait, this. We do need extract for this, but I do want to start going into... one, I want to start getting into this, and we're probably going to start digging in through here and doing all of this jazz right here, going in there, going underneath, all that other stuff. This should be sufficient enough to hold our storage. Once we start filling our water again in 6 days, we're gonna fast time this because, well, we need to. We're at 100k. This is a lot closer than I really want it to be, if I'm being perfectly honest. What was I saying? Water, 6 days. Being closer than I wanted it to be. This looks like that's gone, so we can just hope for the best on 6 days of water. What else? Holy cow, I totally lost my train of thought. Anyway, it's okay if we lose a couple of beavers. That's being the main point. 200 a day at this current point in time. I don't know if we're gonna have a serious population dip. That is for dang certain. Which I think will be okay. Hopefully, in some form of fashion. I'm really trying to regain my thread count here of what I was talking about. We got this going, we're waiting on these. For the time being, I think it's almost... Do we need the metal though? We almost got 500. I don't think we need that much metal. We're producing quite a bit of it. Anyway, so we're gonna... Holy cow, this is really bothering me. Alright, 5 days, 700 water. Apparently I'm the one that needs water. Alright, so I've left a lot of my videos with us needing water. Hopefully with these two bigger power pumps that we shouldn't have a problem with that. Filling up all of this water. Obviously we have issues with planks. We shouldn't, we're having issues with trees. That's the problem. That's the problem because we got rid of this one. We're cutting down these trees. This guy will plant once water comes back in. Oh yes, so once water comes back in, I'm going to just permanently close this so that we don't have that issue again. I was a little bit of a dunderhead and I left this open and it just kind of constantly drained instead of having this as like a backup. So what we're going to do is, once we start getting water and this actually closes off, we're going to just close it permanently at that point and hope to Stacy that it works. And who's Stacy? I don't know. It felt right in the moment. So that is full of wheat. Holy cow. Alright, so I'm going to actually make this one wheat flour so that they can actually start doing a little bit of that. We can then change this to wheat and we can hit obtain. That one can hit there and then everything looks like it should. Alright, 300 water. That's basically 100 water a day. We're doing more than that, so here comes problems. Yeah, problems. Alright, we're not going to worry about that because we should be able to recuperate from the water pretty efficiently, I would like to say. Once it starts flowing. Anyway, so we got our tree grove up here. I'm looking to make that bigger. Once we get the water extract going over here and making the green goo, we're going to dig into here and then start another tree farm, because I want to say with this we should have enough, especially when we're planning to kind of open this up. We'll be able to dig into here and make another tree farm just a level below in some areas, because we got enough space to kind of do that. I just gotta steer clear of the bad water. Anyway, I think that sums that one up. Then I would like to see how the bad water flows out of here. I would like to kind of maybe demolish this stuff and then go right off the edge of the map over here, so it just kind of, this flows out, goes that way, this flows out, goes that way, and it doesn't really go down here. That way we can actually make this a little bit bigger, and who knows, we might even be able to do like a another garden over here. And I say garden, but like trees, I don't know, not trees, but more food. Maybe some sunflowers. I would like to get all forms of crops, because right now we got the carrots right there. We got sunflower, a little sunflower patch right there. We got potatoes right here and a little right here. Wheat, we got that growing. Spatterdock is right there, and cattails are right there. So at this current point in time, we are currently growing it all. I think I said everything I needed to say. Now, we might as well go for the biscuit. These trees aren't going to grow. Let this flow out. Hopefully this can trickle down into here. I don't have high hopes for that. We are going to close that so it doesn't go that way. And it did not do what I wanted it to do. So, which is kind of the point of this. It just didn't get up high enough. So, starting right meow, we are going to have real issues. They have 3 days that they can survive without water. Once we get water down here, holy Moses, look at that. That's a lot of problems. You see that? That is problems. That is problems on the daily right there. That's a lot of death and destruction. Which, I mean, like I said, we should be okay once the water starts flowing. We just gotta get to that point. We have food. I want to say they can survive. We should be fine. It should take a day. We might lose a couple of beavers depending on how hydrated they are. But like I said, it should be fine. We should be able to make it to the 1.5 days. They're just going to, their efficiency is going to drop down. They're not going to be as efficient. It happens. Life sucks. You got to get over it. But once this gets connected, then we'll have constant power going this way. Over here, obviously we need that guy going. That will take some time because we need logs. Oh man, just not too many beavers die. Like, this is the farthest I've ever made it in a playthrough, and I would like to kind of keep it that way, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd hate to end on this kind of note. As I take a drink of water and beat the living crud out of my desk. Alright, I'm not a skilled player, so it doesn't matter if I like suck at this a little bit because it's okay. It is expected. Now, oh man, we're just gonna kind of watch the little water droplets move around the map, and hopefully we can get through this 0.6 days. I mean, we have enough, right? Like, we have 114 beavers. There should be no problem or no reason why we can't just hopefully make it through this. Like I said, we might have to repopulate a little bit, but we should be okay. Died of old age, died of old age, died of old age, died of old age. That's a lot of dying of old age. Died of old age, died of old age. Dang, that's a lot of beavers dying of old age. Alright, water's about to start flowing. They're about to go to bed. Life should be good. It's amazing that we can keep all of this green though. Okay, a lot of the cattails died. That's a little bit unfortunate. Yeah, these aren't going to make it. It is what it is, but you gotta let it do what it's gotta do. Alright, so we got these going. That should be flowing there nicely. This should pick up fairly quickly, hopefully. It shouldn't take too terribly long to get it from point A to point B. Let's go up here. We haven't had any beavers die yet, which is fantastic. I want this to kind of flow so I can get water down here so we can actually start pumping a little bit before I start jacking this back up and filling up our reservoir. Alright, start a pumping. Get it going. Get it going. There we go. There we go. We're drinking. We're drinking. Life is good for us. I want to say that was 1.5, right? Alright. We still have water in there. That's kind of full, so... Oh, that hasn't filled up yet. Maybe it was higher. 0.9. How's that looking? Alright, day 2. We're still struggling to fill everything up. A lot of water droplets, a lot of things needing water. This should be okay. There we go. Alright, here we go. We made it. Oh, that was a close one. That was a close one. Never doubted it for a second though. And then that's going to fill up all of that. That'll be nice and good. That will be nice and good. I need another one of these. Where to put that one is the question. Okay. Yeah, why was I worried? We had nothing to worry about. But I do need to figure out where to put another one of these. And what if, because this is just going to make this all longer. And then we come into the food industry. Yeah. Oh, sweet, we didn't need to build these. Alright, so destroy that. And that'll work out nicely. Alright. Joy, 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 joy. Alright, water's going up. That's very good. Very, very good. How much water are you pumping? 5 water every half hour. Pretty good. Prioritize that. Prioritize that. Yep. Yes. Alright. So how are we doing over here? We have... Yeah, planks are sucking really bad right now. But we're also using a lot of planks. So it's kind of hard to catch that one up when you're using literally so much of it. And obviously these trees take forever and a day to grow. This still open? This can't be open. Does it somewhere? Downstream depth. Ooh, that's nice. I like that. Oh, there we go. I was like, this is so weird. Why is it just... Okay. So this is going to fill up like it should. And then once that fills up, we're actually going to just close that. Because there's no reason for it to actually overflow anymore. And we made a 4-day drought. So this stuff's going to start skewing that way. We're back up to 1K, which is phenomenal. And it looks like it's going to be at least 7 days before we get bad drought or bad tide or whatever. Either way, doesn't matter. But like I said, looking at this, like this would be another drought approaching. Okay, so it didn't do what it did the last time, which is, I mean, that's fine by me. But this is using up so much space. So if we could get like, I don't know, even if like doing a tunnel or something, like just straight off the map, like right here. Obviously we could go in, revamp a few things. It's kind of bothering me that we are taking this long to yeah, can we like get on these? I know I get we're building other places, but I really need this metal to be kind of destroyed. How many do these take? So 40 planks each. And I just want you to know in my playthrough, my time lapse, all this was built. All of that was built. Too bad I suck at video editing. So, we get to watch it in slow time. Alright, how are we at? We're at 1.5. We need way, way more. I'm hoping that this drought is not going to be the death of us. And we're actually going to go 124-hour day. So they're going to work 24-hour day non-stop, and that's mainly for the water point of this story. Alright, one more built. We need 6 planks. And then those guys can get to work. I like it a lot. Moving, grooving. Yeah, if we could come in here and make that, that'd be fantastic. But we're almost there. We still need the planks for that. Everybody's going to get a little bit tired, but we got up to 2K in water. That was kind of the point. I wanted, if we can get these filled, then these pumping isn't going to be as a big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have to worry about that as much. They're cutting. Okay, sweet. Yep. Yeah, we're not coming over here anytime soon. How are we doing over here? Oh, we can come down to 18-hour days. Alright, well, I hope everybody, I know that it's a little late in the video, but I hope everybody's having a great day. I'm having a fantastic day. My lovely, wonderful, beautiful wife decided that she was going to go on vacation and have the best fast food meal ever. And some of you are going like, hey, Chick-fil-A. No, Chick-fil-A ain't got nothing on this Mexican restaurant. Rose's, top notch. Best fast food Mexican restaurant ever. Taco Bell can suck it. Taco Bell's still good, but they can still suck it. Yeah, so she's eating Rose's right now. I'm a little upset with her because guess what? I'm not eating Rose's. I had a home cooked meal and it was fabulous. I did such a fantastic job on it. I'm not even gonna lie. A little heavy on the spices. Other than that, delicious. It was like chicken. I made chicken, which was super good, super juicy. It really sucks when you make dry chicken because no one really likes dry chicken. Alright, I want to make sure I did this right. That is closed. Good job. That is closed. We have water there. We have water here. This has water. Those close. And I'm actually going to just put as closed because I don't want that automated just yet. I'd rather this be the primary focus. Because obviously once we get filled up to the tippy top on most of these, they shouldn't really matter. So, this drought looking a lot better. We haven't reached the max drought. I think we've gotten close, but we haven't reached a max drought of 30 days. And I would like to point out that that is no mother trucking joke. That will wreck everybody. That is such a serious drought. Especially when you're talking about beavers drinking like, I don't know, country hillbillies. Oh, well, yep. Once again, planks. Planks, planks, planks. Yeah, we're not doing too... How are we doing so good on food? That is the crazy part. How much can you get to? So we basically have 6 beavers canvassing this area. I mean, we're doing pretty good on that, but be better. Let's just go ahead and go full bore. We'll decorate everywhere. And then, like I said, once we can kind of get this... Don't really want to do this, though. Alright, well... You guys would have never known this unless I said something, but I had to take a break real quick because I thought I was going to have to kill my dog because I left food on the counter because I'm not the only one that lives in here. And I thought he got up there and ate it. I was wrong, but it was very close. So, going up and downstairs, man. I tell you, it takes a lot out of you, especially when you're not in shape like me. Oh, fat and successful, fat and successful. Actually, I'm not even that successful, I'm just fat. Just kind of sad. Anyway, so I have no idea what I was talking about. We're going to go ahead and just kind of get rid of that. What is that? We don't need... We can get rid of this. Yes. And then they can start placing that, but we do need to get up here because I do want to get rid of these trees because without... You have to build steps up to all of them and it's a logistical nightmare. So we want to keep that going. I'm actually going to pause that one and that one. These 3 should be more than good enough to keep what we have afloat. Like, we almost have 4,000 things worth of water. And granted, it's 4,000, but we're on day 18 of this drought, and we're 2 bricks down out of, I think, 4. Yep, 2 bricks down out of 4. So, need to make sure that we keep that going. In all honesty, I thought this one was a drought. Alright, so... We're gonna come in here like that. Do that. And do some of that. So it might be advantageous to start a little tunnel group going this way because, one, we have barely touched the surface and this is a lot of real estate right here. This corner, I'm just getting down to the, so it's flat like the map. Same with this corner. And then the rest of it, like I said, we'll cut away this little section here, give us a little bit more breathing room on water. But that's not looking too terribly bad. It's just all these planks that we're needing. 480, 160, 112, 120, 160, 180, 20, 200. We need 200 planks. Plus all the other junk. For gears, I think we're doing pretty well on gears though. Yeah, but we need about, what is it, 20 more? Minus all this junk that we have to build right here too. Because I want to say each one... Nope, that's just a log. Alright, well, I actually cannot complain too much about that. Can we place this at a higher priority so that we can get bread? And then we're actually going to take a break on most of this so that we can get that of this going. I want these kind of being built so that we can actually use them. Because right now we ain't doing jack with all this stuff. And if we can get this built, then that's fantastic. That's wonderful. We can get that built. Yeah, it was a bad time. We just ended up with a lot of planks, and I mean, it is what it is. It kind of sucks, but it needed to be done. This definitely gives us the power just in case we have a 30-day drought. The wind's not blowing. We're still able to make and pump and all the other fun jazz. What are we doing? I almost want... Could we? I don't think we could. Because we're still waiting on that to be built. And I would hate to add more... Anybody go this way? Because if we just kind of do this and do this, I mean, I can get up here. I can make a path up there. So we're going to high prioritize that, because guess what? If we have that, guess what? We have another building that is now making planks, and that would give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because we still have the original OG windmill. And we're at 14 days, and we're still sitting at almost 4K worth of stuff. Oh, they gotta build the whatchamacallit first. They gotta build this plank. 2 of them. Yeah. So we need 12 planks before we can go into that. Oh dear Lord. Is it connected yet? No, it is not. We need 2 planks. Go figure. So in all honesty, in this whole build, it looks like we basically went all the way down this way, and then we will finish over here. And then, I mean, we still need to add these pieces in. But it looks like they were able to do that without getting stuck, which is also fantastic news. I like it a lot. Almost makes you wish you could have just watched this on real-time speed, or fast time speed, my bad. Beggars can't always be choosers. Sometimes life just sucks. Man, look at all these beavers going. We have 13,000 things of... That looks like a weed. That's wheat. That makes sense. Oh man, I love it. It looks so beautiful. And yes, we are going to do more well-being stuff. Might as well start unlocking some of this. because I do want to do the well-being. I want to make our beavers happy. I want to make them the happiest they've ever been in their entire lives, but we gotta move slow. I wonder if this, yeah, we gotta work on our what our place looks like. Wooden fence, wind gauge. Yeah, we gotta do better. And we are going to do better. I just need a few more things set up before we start focusing on appearances. Let me come over here. This doesn't need to be cut anymore. These need to be cut. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Yes. He's able to get to it. Fantastic. That works for me. How are we looking? We haven't wavered at all on the water. We got 12 days. We're probably not gonna make it, but it's okay. Alrighty, we're starting to go places. Holy Moses. We do not have, oh, we do have enough gears for that. 3 of planks, we got enough, and metal blocks, we got enough. Do not have enough beavers though. You would think they would take the zip line. And you would think we would probably want another zip line. You would think. Ooh, that's a lot. That's where we're at with the drinking stuff, so we could actually go. This is 0, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We could go 2 levels down over here and really get that going. I almost want to drop this 2 levels down, but the issue is then we'd have to put the water over here. We'd have to put the pumpers over here. Something to think about. Alright. No, give me the TNT. TNT it. Alright, there we go. Now we can destroy that. Yep, we can cut down all these trees. At this current point in time, I don't think it really truly matters. But I have to get up here. I have to get up here. Oh my word. Come on, guys. Work with me. And I get these are the most expensive things we can build, but it has to be done. We have to do it this way. 9 days and we haven't even wavered a smidgen on water. Has this been built yet? Just waiting on the planks. Yeah, that could have been handled a little bit better. Because that's going to die. That is totally going to die. Which I'm okay with because, well, it's gotta happen. Come on, people. Usually when the building above it is more higher priority, everybody kind of snaps to attention. I need this built. It needs to be built, it needs to be done, it needs to be taken care of. Alright, how are we looking over here? Hey, we only have 3 more to go. We might be getting very close to being done here. These take planks? Of course they do. Why wouldn't they? Okay, if you're playing this game, I highly suggest you invest in something to build planks. Have a super plank farm because you're going to need it. It is going to be needed. And there we go. No, 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 no. You mother trucker. Oh my word. I believe I did that. Damn. And no one told me. And no one told me. Okay, well, these are going to die in a couple of seconds. Because we're pretty much at an 1/8. Maybe a 16th or a 30 seconds. These potatoes are kind of hurting. All those potatoes are going to start hurting. And we got 7 days. Still got carrots though, so it's not no big problem here. We're working on it. We're making some small impasses. I mean, we got enough crackers. Oh, whoa. Alright, alright. I see you. Coming over here. I like it. It's just, it's a lot of hard work. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of moving logistical pieces. And it just makes it very difficult to obtain everything. And you're gonna make me do it, aren't you? Destroy that. Alright, there we go. Now you can start going up there. We'll destroy this. And then place the second low. Oh, I did it again. What's wrong with that picture? What is wrong with that picture? Gee willikers, mister. You're really strong. And this video You're just really stupid. Oh my word, I cannot believe I've been doing this. Oh wait. Very good. Oh, I am just stupid because I'm thinking I'm stupid. Is that a thing? I think that's a thing. We're gonna go with that's a thing. I'm just stupid because I think I'm stupid. Bam. What is that? Cattail crackers. Holy cow, we are pumping that stuff out. Cattail crackers, wheat, flour, bread. And we got a breader. We got the breader. The breader is breading. He's making stuff delicious and nutritious for us. And we're gonna lose a lot of potatoes. Yep. But we're not going to lose a lot of water. I mean, we're probably going to get knocked down to 1K after all this is said and done, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. Hey, if we don't need to build this, then I'm okay with that, because you built it everything just nicely. I'll leave it there. This all sounds like it's about to break, though. We just sit back and marvel at our gravity-powered wall. And it's charging back up. Is it? 8, 9. Yep. And it went to 5, yep. We have this charging that up, which is sufficiently enough, and then when this is up and running, that will also charge it up. Be a good time in the neighborhood. And if we can get this going, that'd be fantastic too. Then I can get rid of all of this junk, or at least 2 of them. Oh man. Yeah, we're probably going to end up with about 100 or 1K of water left. It's fine. Just need the planks. How are we doing on planks? We're probably like at, oh well, we're starting to build it up a little bit. We have enough to build one of those. But we gotta build these. 36. Each one of those takes 10. You know what? Since we're not using that one, let's just kind of nip that one in the butt. No need. Holy cow. We can just get one of these suckers hooked up. Oh, we gotta do all this. Well, beggars can't be choosers yet. Alright, play you. Just to get some people going. You were doing so well. Oh wait, we don't need that, so we can... I'm sorry, I don't, it makes me mad. I feel like if you're trying to delete something, and even though it's got a path on it, you should be able to just hit the delete button. It should work that way, if I'm being honest. I feel like that's fair. Yeah, this didn't go exactly how my recording went. There's a lot more dead things around, and obviously there isn't a bad tide, because I want to say I went through like 3 bad tides. Hence why we built the wooden wall a little bit higher, because I went through a buttload of those. So many bad tides. And it created a lot of problems. And so hence why we Built a freaking wall. And then what do? You go, oh, drought. Here's a drought. Here's a drought. You want some water? Just kidding. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. Alright, I gotta hit this button. We can get rid of that. Get rid of that. That. And make sure I don't get rid of one thing we need to get down here. But that should do it. That should do it just nicely. I like that we're getting that going. Ooh, we're using a lot of that. And I've even thought about maybe continuing this and then putting it in right here, just so that this also has continuous power. I don't know if that's necessarily important. Because, you know, yeah, we'll do that as a priority because that's a little bit sad. We should have so much more bread than that, but he's probably doing a lot of the work himself, in all honesty. Oh man, exciting. Okay, the reason I broke this up is because first time around I had to do a lot of rearranging and a lot of like, I don't even know, because apparently the beavers couldn't go from this bottom row and build to this top row. So they built the platform, but they couldn't put the wheels on, or the rods, whatever, the little power shaft things. So that was kind of why I made this little kooky thing, because we need them to be able to reach the top one to put the power shafts together. I didn't call it quite as accurate. I mean, we still got a couple of days. We still got 2 days until we get water, but I mean, we're probably going to be at 1K. It's a pretty solid assessment right there. And then if we could get that going, so we could build these wheels. And the planks. Where's the planks? All we're ever waiting on is the planks. Even with 4 of these things, we're still waiting on planks. Can't even say we're waiting on trees. Can't even say we're waiting on power either. Because we got power. We got power out the yin yang. And we got logs. Starting to collect a nice little healthy reserve of them. Obviously we got some there. And prioritize those and ship those out to the warehouse. Let me go down a couple of levels. That's the planks, they'll never be filled up. That's the metal. There we go. Obtain. Obtain goods from other warehouses. I'm hoping that will also work that self out. Ugh. So I jacked my back up. I don't know what I did. Actually, I know what I did. By daytime, I'm a diesel mechanic. So I work at a bus barn. And I work on fixing school buses on the daily. And I get to deal with a lot of interesting people from life. Anyway, so I was doing a carrier bearing today. Actually, I did 3 of them. And I sit on the drive shaft to get the carrier bearing off. The carrier bearing is what buses have to have, and along with diesel box trucks, because the drive shaft's too long, helps support it so it doesn't wobble around and you get weird vibrations. Anyway, so buses have carrier bearings, cars don't. Doing that just jacked up my back beating those carrier bearings off, because the buses I work on have 3. It goes transmission, drive shaft, carrier bearing, drive shaft, carrier bearing, drive shaft, carrier bearing, differential. A lot of moving pieces. So anyway, beating the carrier bearing off, and it jacked my back up. It did a number on me. So, needless to say, sitting down in this chair is not my ideal of fun at this current point in time. There should be no reason that is flooding. There we go. It's just the water mechanics. It's gotta work itself out. And then we'll open that. They'll drain out a lot, but we'll be able to pump to our little heart's content. And we can open that one. So we can get some of these cattail crackers going again. Right, I did what I wanted to do. Automate, yep. Did I do that? Yes. Sorry, because it was just saying open, so I was like, I really want to make sure I did that right. Alright, we should be able to get up to... Legs, what the heck, man? I'm gonna call this video Revenge of the Plank. This is a nightmare. I'm using a lot of planks, I get it. I completely accept that. But good lord, you would think at some level we would be able to, you know, get this thing going. Alright, we've officially came across. But, I mean, at this current point in time, we're pretty much where we were when I ended the video, except for that was a flowing, that was a moving. There's a bad tide. And this was completed. Or at least up to here was completed. Which was fine with me because this gave huge amounts of power. That was able to dig. We had food out the yin yang. We had logs like nobody's business. We had this thing over here working. It was simpler times. Simpler times, and yet it was effective. Can we do this? I would just like to, you know, get all these pieces a moving so that when I blow this thing up, we're all at the same level. And if you can get this one way over here, you can get all these. But yeah, it's looking good. We're kind of getting the functionality back. If I can get this one going, that'd be fantastic. Obviously, planks are an issue. We're about to be over our plank problem because that's a 40. We barely have enough to build one of these. But we'll make it work. We'll make it work. I'm just impressed, like I said, because we have this aqueduct. Like, I'm very impressed with that. And I do not think you are supplying enough power, even if you're going up to full speed, to be able to run this monster. Yeah, you need a few more of your little buddies over here to be hooked up. But you would also think with all the builders we got going on, we got 13. Maybe bump this up to 24 hours. We got 1 day. Yeah, we need drinking water. I'd rather this be almost pretty much full. We need 1,000. We need to pump 1,000, get 1,000 going. I'd rather us have 1,000 water, like 3,800, going into a bad tide than needing more than that. Because this is very well possibly could be a 30-day bad tide. Just predicting the future a little bit here, people. Alright, we're cutting down our last little bits of metal. Detonate that sucker. And I dosed that up. And then we can come in with these. I like it. That way, everything goes down at the same time. And get rid of you. $13, that's it? Come on. No love. But, that being said, we don't have to deal with this crud. Oh man, good stuff there. Wait, I want to make sure. Yep, nope. We're closing that. And we are a dig in. And what are we digging for? No one knows. Actually, I like that right there. That looks fantastic. Actually, we need to put this kind of on a higher priority because, especially while we are not going to have power, because we still gotta connect all of this junk up. But yeah, I want that to be built because this thing, we're already halfway filled. And I can pause you and pause you. And for the time being, we don't need all of you in there because no one's doing anything at this current point in time. Alright. Beaver destroy. And then yay, we did it. Alright, so we did accomplish that, which I'm super stoked about because in my previous video, which I will keep bringing up until the end of time, we had all of that done. So the fact that we're having to do this again just sucks even more. Alright, detonate this, get that going, boom. Get that going, boom. And get this going. Holy cow. A lot of booms. Yep, that works. That works, that works, that works. Oh, we need people to be sleeping. Alright, 10-hour days. Oops. We're gonna cut that in half. Alright, we're gonna let everybody go to sleep. Cycle 20, day 7, looking pretty strong. Once again, trying to get our wood going, our planks going. We're done. Our wall of power is done. That is fantastic. Now we just gotta work on our path right here to get all of this hooked up. Once this is all hooked up, hopefully planks will start flowing back in, and then we will be able to dig constantly. We have this going, that's great, fantastic. But if you like what you see, thumbs up, appreciate it. Leave a comment, call me dumb, whatever you want. There are no bad comments here. And yeah, we are pretty much at the point of where the time lapse would have ended, so all of this should be brand new, roughly. The only difference being is I had to go through a multitude of bad tides to get where we ended up being. So far that's really the only difference. Other than that, yeah, like, comment, and think about subscribing if you truly feel the need to, and I will see you guys next time. Later.